We're live. It's
Hello.
official. Hi, everyone. Time for some sprints and some reading. So excited. Today we have Princess and Brandy here. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves because they need no introductions. But you know what? Go ahead. Go right ahead.
You want to
Who
start?
wants to go first?
You want to go first, Princess?
Okay. I'm Princess from Castle Library, and this is a different angle from me most of the time. I'm in my office, but I'm not feeling the best, so I'm here in the bedroom, relaxing. I do got my book next to me, though, so, we can definitely get some reading done. But yeah. But,
Hey, y'all. I'm Brandy. Books of Brandy Shanae, whatever y'all want to call me. I'm currently reading Jade City by Fonda Lee. I'm actually trying to finish it tonight. But other than that, as far as my day, like I'm trying to see if I can get a replacement on my phone because it's tripping today. It's completely tripping, and I'm like, I pay too much money for this phone.
Absolutely. Of course, I'm Bree Cherie with Bree Cherie Reads. Hey, Tina. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Paco. Congratulations on 100. 100 subscribers. That's amazing. Hi, Emma Ray.
Yay!
Hey, guys. So I, too, am reading J City. And where are you at, Brandy, with Jade City?
Sorry if y'all hear
These
stuff in the
names have
background. I am. It's weird how you have a different book. Like I ordered this from Barnes and Nobles, and yours looks different. Like this is what mine looks like.
really.
Yeah,
Huh. I got mine from Amazon.
yeah. This is from Barnes and Noble, so I don't know.
So
I don't know. But I am on page 350.
awesome. I made it to chapter 11. I didn't read anything yesterday, which is unlike me. I think I'm at chapter 11. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I am
chapter.
105.
Okay, yeah, I'm chapter 40, and it's it's really good.
What are you thinking as far as like a 3-star, 4-star? What are you thinking so far?
It'd be a 4.5.
Really?
Yes, because it's so good. Like the action, and then I finally remember people's names and stuff now. So yeah, there's a lot of action in
There's
this.
a lot of names thrown out there in the beginning.
Yeah, and then unexpected stuff was happening. And I'm like, oh my, and then on top of that, I'm watching the Avatar. So like some stuff reminds me of it a little bit.
Really?
Like the family
Say
dynamic
less.
and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Let's see. Dang, not the phone troubles.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it replaced. Emma Ray, I'm getting it replaced.
I need mine. I'm doing an update right now. I had no idea that there was an update. So
Yeah, because technically they're supposed to give you a notification when a software is to update, right?
yeah.
Nobody got that. That's a problem.
absolutely. You're welcome, Paco. I'm so happy for you. Reading Certain Dark Things.
Oh.
I bought that last month by Sylvia Marina Garcia. I can't wait to read it. It has vampires in it.
I need to read that too. I'm behind.
Hello, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. I'm listening to Yinka. Where's Your Husband? Brandy read that.
It's a good book. I love it.
Just the title by itself, like Judgment. Where's my husband?
Those expectations and stuff.
Right. Family is always trying to marry you off. I'm reading Owned by Mob Boss. No, by the Mob Boss by Nicole Fox. Gotcha. Never heard of that. And I'm eating. What are you eating? I just had literally peas and a burger. Random, but that was okay. Let me make something quick. I'm working on finishing The Kingdom of Gods by N.K. Jemisin. Look, that book is flipping amazing. I cannot wait for Brandy to purchase it. Do you have the bind up princess for the Inheritance trilogy?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I was going to get it, but it was too expensive for a certain someone. He shall not be named.
Right. We're not gonna put that out there because
That's crazy.
hey. Hey Gray. Either way, she gonna get it eventually. Okay.
Yeah, eventually.
So it's technically 3 books. Um, let's see. I think we should start with 30 minutes. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, 30 minutes is fine.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to finish some homework and then I'll be reading Amari. Oh, Amari is such a good book. I've bought that book for at least 3 of my students. And I gave my book away. So I actually don't own it anymore because I end up giving away one of my books to my students. Not my student, a parent's kid that is at my school. And then I gave it away to, I purchased it for 3 other students because it is such a good book. I'm glad you're loving the Inheritance trilogy. Well, the last book. There's a novella at the end too.
See, I'm so behind. I need to read it. I'm like, I missed the read along and everything. So
It was so good. 5 stars. Pan fried chicken and baked vegetables. Seems like you put some effort into dinner. I just threw some stuff together. That is awesome. Reading Dragon Republic. Is that the second book? That's the second book, right? Dragon Republic. Yes. Gotcha. Working on the end of Warstorm. About 30 pages left. Well, you're definitely going to be able to finish that. So I'm going to start with 30 minutes. And then I'm thinking, I really love 45-minute sprints because I feel like I'm so engulfed in my books and I don't want it to stop after 30 minutes. It's not enough time for me. But I think we're going to start with 30. And I'm just trying to look for a timer. There's a 30-minute burger bomb timer. Giant burger explosion. What?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe we should just so I could watch it explode. That sounds like fun. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. I need some fun in my life. Today was a stressful day of kids taking a practice STAR test or a practice state test that we take in Texas, and a disaster. A disaster from the moment I woke up all the way to the time that I got in my car. It was me spilling coffee. This happened, that happened. Food didn't get delivered. And I'm like, didn't get to eat till like 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then by that time it was I was like, yeah, disaster. So I need some fun in my life right now. I am going to, it says I have to share again. Hold on. I got to make some changes. Okay. Oh no, it tells me I have to quit. I don't want to quit. Okay, there it goes. All right, so this is it. Oh, forgot there's
the ads.
The ads.
Mr. Beast.
Of all people. All right, so we're going to start with a 30-minute timer. We'll do 45, and then we'll do another 30 to end it.
Okay.
It's going to be our night. So, happy reading, guys.
I just saw her mouth. Oh shit. Okay.
All right, now happy reading, guys. Hey guys, how's it going? How's the book?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I can't really say nothing. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I
I'm
read
not gonna spoil
23
it.
pages, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Not as much, but not too bad. Hey, princess.
What is my book?
I don't want to be bogged down. That's fine.
That's fine. You're
I know
good.
you had to eat anyway, so no worries. Thanks for still joining us.
Yeah. No
But
problem.
this has a lot of because they have clans. They call them clans.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of just like growing up in the hood with just like
Yeah.
oh, and I'm like, man. But yeah, 23 pages.
Like the characters, like when I first got introduced to them, I instantly liked Lon. He seemed
Mm-hmm.
like the more sensible brother, I suppose.
Yes. Where I ended up at is that he went to the chancellor and was talking about this new policy he wants to enforce.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. And then, Hilo, he seems okay.
He seems like he has a really big ego.
Yeah, he's fast to pop off though.
Really? Ooh, I can't wait for something to go down. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Redemptor.
Oh yeah, Redemptor is so good.
I liked Redemptor. My biggest thing with Redemptor was the end. It was just so much going on. And I was just like, hold on, slow it down, slow it down. So I think I checked out the last 75 pages. I checked out, but I ended up finishing it like weeks later. So,
Yeah, like it was beautiful. I'm like, man, this world is over. I
right?
was like, maybe she'll continue it in a different way. We'll stay in the world, but we'll have new characters maybe.
That would be pretty cool as a spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
I like the what was it where they basically were allowed to jump some way somehow. I haven't that was like over a year ago that I read it, but I like that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Talked on the phone, read 5 pages. Next sprint, I'm going to cook dinner. That's still 5 pages.
Yeah, you still read something?
Still read. Still read.
Mm.
I think I'm going to switch to the Final Empire audio and clean my room. Can't wait to finish the Final Empire next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna start that tomorrow because on Libby I have 4 days left before before I have to return it. So yeah, I gotta start reading that tomorrow. Gotta finish it.
I'm so glad you're almost done with Jade's Legacy. Yeah.
It's fast paced.
It seems like there's going to be a lot of action. Like I can see
Once
the
you get past all that, it goes down.
really.
Goes down.
Oh, because I see it. I see the beef. The beef
Oh
happen.
yeah.
So I got 9 pages left because something tells me I'm going to finish it.
Oh yeah.
Success. Okay. Finishing a book is just amazing. And what do you think of Avatar? What do you think of it?
Oh, give me 1 second. My oven's going off. 1 second. I'll answer that question in a minute.
She's on season 3, guys, of Avatar, which is amazing. I finished it in a week and it was pretty awesome. I just did a software update on my phone. So hey Danielle. I knew a sprint was going to end right when the main character was about to tell her family some news. Look.
I'm back.
Enter is my next read. I love Ray Bear so much. Ray Bear was like amazing.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved it.
And then Paco, your question about Avatar.
Mhm.
Love it. Oh my god. I love it so much. Like I pretty much binged because Bree, she finished it way before I did. I'm like, okay. I gotta binge watch this.
You were reading more. I was just watching more Avatar. So
Yeah, so I was like reading. So today I was like reading for like 20 minutes and put it down, watch the episode, and then read 20 minutes and put it down because the episodes are like 24 minutes long, or whatever, except for a few of them. But
yeah.
I'm I love it so much, and now I'm like trying to figure out who's going to end up with who, or is anybody going to be in a relationship or not? So yeah. Oh, so okay, so you're okay, maybe, okay,
I mean, are we talking main POVs? Like it just well,
maybe main
main character.
POVs. Hmm.
Um, I don't think anything happens with Aang. I will say that because Aang's relationship
With
towards
Qatar.
the end, I think, is in the spin-off series of Kara. I think that's the name of it. There's
Okay,
another series, like there's a
yeah,
spin-off.
Cora, Cara,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. I think that tells us a lot more because I mean I know he ends up having kids because princess, princess.
Yeah, Princess said that.
But yeah, I yeah, there's nothing that happens with Aang.
Okay.
There's the flirting. There's
Yeah, there's been flirting and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see then.
there's a kiss, but other than that, like nothing official. Like
But then again,
I wouldn't say anything official.
okay.
You know. Read that. The way this book has taken me so long to read, I feel like the last time y'all were sprinting, I was reading this. That's 3.5 books though, because she's reading the Inheritance trilogy. That's 3.5 books. So
I mean, it's huge.
that's a lot of books. Most people don't even finish one book in a week. So yeah, I finished Avatar super fast. Oh my god, yes, Avatar. Have you read Kiyoshi's book? I highly recommend. I've only read the first one, planning on reading the second one next month. No. We're newbies. We're
Yeah,
newbies.
I haven't. So the first book isn't that the graphic novel or the comics or whatever, and then it's the Kyoshi books. I don't know. I gotta look it up on Goodreads. I don't know. I know Princess told us, and I forgot.
There's 7 books.
Oh yeah, she did say.
Bind up of a library bind up, and each bind up has like 3 books in it, and there's 7 bind ups.
Oh
So
yeah, and then I think she said they're like $40. I'm like, ugh, ugh.
exactly.
Might have to go to
That
the
tells us
library.
what happens after season 3 is what's in those bind ups. So eventually, I might get them.
Yeah,
Katara is my favorite. Katara is amazing.
I love Katara, but then I
She's
also love Toph. She cracks me up.
a little hoodlum. Okay.
Oh, she cracks
She's
me
a little
up.
hoodlum.
I love it that she's so confident.
I love her. She's very confident and I love her sass. So when she'll say something like, they'll be like, "Oh, did you see that?" And she's like, "Yeah, with my eyes." Like, she'll
Yeah,
say,
like I think I hear paper, but like I'm blind. I don't know what's on it.
"Oh my gosh, I love it."
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. So they do kiss. Yeah. They do kiss. But I'm saying like
Obviously, it's not like, oh my god,
yeah,
we're gonna be together forever.
right, we're going to have a whole family. I just that did not happen. They kissed.
Oh,
And
okay.
maybe down the line they end up having kids.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta read to find out, and I don't feel like paying $40 for each one.
Look, the way Reddit is set up, I know the answers are somewhere. Hey.
Hey.
Sprint ended right when the hero and heroine were having a moment. Look. That's why I like 45-minute sprints, because something's always popping off.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, the Kyoshi set is before the bind-ups. So Kyoshi is the previous avatar.
Yes, she is.
So, I mean, that makes sense. It's the timeline. Kyoshi will happen first, and then Aang.
So maybe I should read the Kyoshi book first. Then
Maybe we should have read Kyoshi before we went into watching the seasons, the last Avatar, the last Airbender.
maybe.
But even then, I would have gave up. I needed this. I needed to watch those seasons to even get intrigued to watch something like this.
Yeah, I wish there were more seasons though. I wish there was more than just 3 seasons.
That would be dope. That would be dope. But the first, I could not get it out of my head. I was talking to some of my kids today about it. It's still at least the first season, still reminded me of the Magic School Bus. And kids were like, why would you compare it to that? That's like science, and this is like something different. I'm like, yo, but it's still like you get a problem, you have a solution, you go explore it, you fix it, and then you talk about it. That's what it is. But they don't know anything about the old school Magic School Bus. They know the new ones, and I'm like,
yeah, I love the Magic School Bus growing up.
right. The books are separate from the comics. Gotcha.
Okay.
How many Avatar series or movies are there?
There's 3 seasons.
3 seasons, 20 episodes each?
Yes, and then there's a 1 live action movie that people were upset about. So.
We're not going to talk about live action because I'm not trying to get canceled.
And obviously I can see why people were upset because it was just not, it wasn't it. They missed the mark.
Right. But I need to watch this. I actually want to rewatch it just so I can make a comparison. So now that I've watched my dog. Now that I've watched all 3 seasons, because they happened so long ago that I remember most of it, but I can't compare and contrast as much as I would like.
Yeah, like I remember the movie, like, oh, this is a cute movie.
I thought it was awesome,
but then when we saw
nothing.
the seasons, yeah, it definitely wasn't it.
The seasons are where it's at though. Cartoon. I'm new to Avatar. I watched it for the first time last year, but Kyoshi ones are
Rise
two. Rise of Kyoshi and Shadows of Kyoshi. Okay.
Okay.
That's good to know. There's only 2 books.
Yeah.
There are 2 shows. We don't even want to talk about the movie. Moving on, because we're not talking about that movie. There are 3 seasons to the TV shows. Yeah. There's 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Well, the books didn't exist when the TV shows were on. Gotcha. So they made the TV show first, and then
they did the catastrophe or the movie.
Gotcha. So there's 1 series. No, there's for the last Airbender. There's 3 series. 3 series, 1 movie.
Or 3 seasons. So season 1, season 2, season 3.
Yeah.
And within each season is 20 episodes, right?
Yeah. I didn't love the first Kyoshi book. I really liked the show for the Avatar and Korra though. Yeah, Korra is the spinoff. So do we find more? I think we find more information about what happens.
About everyone else from Avatar.
Yeah. I never watched the show or movie.
Definitely watch it.
The show, not the movie.
Watch it.
Don't get canceled like us because we almost got canceled.
You get invested in it. It's so good.
I think Korea has 4 seasons. Really?
Oh, I haven't. Have you started watching Korra, Brie?
No.
Oh, you.
Because I realized how much I wasn't reading, and I was like, I need to catch up.
Yeah.
But if Korra has 4 seasons,
yeah,
that's a lot.
That is a lot.
What is going on?
Episodes might not be that long.
Maybe. That's true, because 20 episodes per season, that is a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, correct. The 1 TV series and 1 movie. There won't be more.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame they messed up, but with the movie, but it is what it is.
About Aang and stuff and Korra. Okay.
Okay, all right, you gotta watch it now because now I need after I'm done.
Princess, come on. We trying to read books. We trying to be productive. Look, she said I don't like Korra. Okay, and
Well, you're making me not want to watch it, but then again, I want to watch it because I want to know what happens to Aang and everybody.
I want to know what happened to
I
Aang.
want to know what happens.
He's so different in season 3, where now he has hair, and then this happened and that happened, and I'm like, oh, my daughter was so invested, like listening to her. I missed that last episode. Listening to her talk about it, we went and rewatched it with you guys, and that was like the coolest thing
Like
ever.
the end of the second season, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's in his avatar state.
Yes.
What does that mean? Oh my God. But then it was okay. It was okay after when I started the third season. Like,
look, okay. Avatar state is when he uses all 4 elements at the same time. So, which is really cool.
But yeah,
my daughter explained that one to me because I was like zoned out, and she was
then
like,
he was also vulnerable too when he's in his avatar state.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love Korra.
I can't wait to watch it eventually. Yeah. Like, and when I watch it, I get so invested that I have to finish it. Just like books, like I can't.
Yeah.
If I start something, unless I'm going to DNF it, I have to finish it. I can't move on to the next book.
Mm-hmm.
So unless I DNF it.
Mm-hmm. She was annoying. Korra was annoying.
Not Korra.
Oh well.
That would be annoying too.
Isn't everybody hard-headed?
Right. Like, talking to someone for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours today. And hard-headed. I get it. I'm not. I'm just playing Princess. Please do not cancel me. I was like, come on, eat some crackers. Let's do this. Let's, think she listened?
No.
She doesn't listen.
Interesting. How will you say that?
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
I'm not.
She learned and grew. Look.
I just
let's talk about hard-headed. Okay, someone who doesn't listen. I'm like, come on, this will make you feel better. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, sit up. But we love you.
Yes, don't leave. Don't leave.
Time to be productive. Pull your reading journal out. Journal some. But what book you're reading? Brandon Sanderson tomorrow, and then do you have another book on your TBR for the week?
House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. That's the last book because it's chunky. It's 800 pages, so I need to.
Good.
Like, I keep hearing good things about it, and like it's like a shocker at the end, and
people spoiled it. You heard the spoiler?
I didn't watch anybody's videos when it came to that book because I was like, nope, I'm not watching it until after I read it because I know it's gonna be spoiled.
Life as Monet gave it 2 stars.
Okay, I'm still gonna read it.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna read it.
I'm still gonna read it because I bought it.
Yeah,
but
I bought it.
There's a lot of people that gave it 1 or 2 stars.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna have another rant about it if I have some, speculations about it.
Yeah, I already know the spoiler, so I that's why I like when people say this may contain spoilers in a video because I'm like that gives me an option. Otherwise, I'm watching videos thinking it's gonna be spoiler free, and then boom, it was like thrown out there, and I'm like, oh God, now I know. So. Yeah. I'm going to read 700. I'm going to read 600 to 700 pages of a bunch of nothing. And then the last 100 pages will be great. Let's see. I walked out the door.
You better come back in. Don't leave me.
Back in. Ever.
Walk back in.
Or as she would say, I will stalk you. Hi, Alicia. Hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a while. Actually, Alicia, did you finish Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois?
Oh yeah, how do you like it?
5 books on her TBR right now that she's reading.
Like, I was trying to squeeze in that book this month. I was like, it's not happening. It's gonna be a read for next month. It's not happening.
Look. Did you finish House of Earth and Blood? Yes, I did. And then I turned around and sold the book to Princess because I don't care that much. I am sorry. I gave it 3.5 stars. I think I don't care that much. I don't. It was a good book. I like the characters. I like the world building. I still just do not care enough. Like the hype. I'm missing the hype. Maybe something. Otherwise, it was just a good book to read. For me. It was just a
I
good
feel
book.
like people probably would think differently if the book was shorter. Because I mean, some of that stuff really didn't have to be all up in
Didn't
there.
have to be there. And for whatever reason, I actually had no spoilers. I did not go into the book knowing anything other than Bryce because I keep hearing about Bryce. And I already predicted the ending on like page 150 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I already knew. I was like, did someone do this? And
it was just a mystery on who did, with the Danica and everything. That was the mystery.
And I kept asking Brittany, I said,
I wasn't
did
saying
this happen? But I was right. In a sense. I mean,
in a sense.
There was a reason behind it. I didn't know the reason behind it, like what triggered it. I know who it was. I predicted who it was. So I'm not gonna say who, but I predicted. And the fact that I predicted, I was like, it can't be anybody else. And it was like this whole 300 pages, 400 pages of like who did what to Danica. And I'm like,
yeah.
come on.
I mean, I'm mostly more into the ACOTAR series. I would love if she did another. I'm hoping she's going to do another book for that.
Total of, according to Goodreads, I think there's like 6 or 7 of them.
We'll see, because Goodreads.
Yeah, they do be lying. They do be lying. We're like, where's this 0.5 at? Like, where's? Yeah, so they do be lying. Princess, I'm gonna stalk you. Matter of fact, I need to FaceTime you? Let me know if I do. I'm working on it. You're working on like 5 to 10 books. How many books are you actually working on? Because
I feel like I didn't read a lot this month. But then again, the books I've been reading this month were like around 500, 600 pages. So yeah, I don't know why I did that to myself. I was trying to read all my backlist as much as I can, because there's so many new releases that's coming out, and then you show us the book of the month thing, and I'm like, yep, that's another book that I'm going to be reading next month because I've been wanting to read that.
If you guys haven't seen the book of the month spoiler, please go to the website, because that was already in my cart. Like, it's pending in my cart, and I just went ahead yesterday and canceled it out. So I didn't have to buy it.
Yeah, I literally had it as pre-ordered, and I like had to call Barnes and Noble, be like, you can take this off,
right?
Because I don't need it anymore
at all. Book of the month has been showing out. Like, I think they released 7 books. I don't know how many add-ons they released last month, but I bought 6 of them.
I feel like since they added more books to choose from, they should have people have the ability to have more add-ons.
I agree. Only 3 will fit in the box, but send me another box.
Yeah. Hence why I have 2 accounts.
Exactly.
Don't judge us, but it's like
I have 2 accounts too.
I need to get rid of one though.
No, keep it just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I will stalk you. Don't play me. Gave CC1 5 stars, but now I don't read fantasy anymore, so I only read dark romance. Really?
Oh, okay.
Really? What made you stop reading fantasy?
Because I love fantasy.
I love fantasy. My thing with fantasy, it puts me in another world.
Yeah,
And
but
it takes me out of my crappy world, and puts me in something else.
yeah, and then also in fantasy, there's always a love interest and romance in it. So you
Absolutely.
get all those different elements within it.
Absolutely. Let's see. My favorite series by her is Throne of Glass, and we're supposed to have at least 2 more ACOTAR books. I see, because I think we're at 5 right now, right?
Yeah. I'm assuming the ACOTAR books are going to be about Elaine, maybe, and Lucian. So we'll see.
That would be a good one. Because we don't know much about their relationship or their
Or
mating.
if they want to have a relationship.
Right. Or if you got denied the mating bond. That's
Yeah. 7.
7 books that you're reading this month, or 7 ACOTAR books? 7 books that you're reading this month?
That's
That
not
you're in the
bad.
process of reading? Because I know she's reading The Final Empire.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's pretty good.
At the same time,
Well, not at the same time. I can't do that.
I don't think she's finished with all of them.
I can't do maybe 2 books at the same time, but that's my max. I can't go beyond that.
Alicia. Sweetheart. I love the character so much that I don't care about the plot at all. Really?
Oh, I'm always about the characters, yeah, but the plot is what's going to get me to read it more, constantly reading it.
Facts. Characters have to be built well. I need to know who I'm reading about, and I need to have a good idea of who they are. But I'm very plot driven. If you're not showing me some type of action, if there's no plot at all, I'm DNFing a book.
Yeah, I need something. Something needs to happen.
Yeah. Like for Blood Scion, the plot just never stopped.
It never stopped. It
I was
kept
just like,
going.
plot twist after plot twist, and I was like, if there's another plot twist, I'm going to lose it. And sure enough,
But it's such a fast-paced book. You get through it within like a day or 2.
facts. I definitely read it within less than 24 hours.
Yeah, because it's really good.
Just my drive alone, because I did the audiobook.
Yeah, I
The drive there.
did.
I was sad. I love fantasy, but I can't read it back to back unless it's urban contemporary fantasy. I get that. I need a good palate cleanser after fantasy, especially high fantasy. I'm like, let me move on to a middle grade.
Yeah, there's always contemporary. I switch and stuff, so it's not all the same.
Agreed. You read a lot of different genres.
Yeah. Which I like to be open, about different genres and stuff. Like nonfiction, I need to read more nonfiction, but then I'm like, I don't. Because I get zoned out. Like I get, I know this real and stuff, but I don't know. I can't really get into it. I feel like I'm back in college again.
Right.
Reading books.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to be reading for pleasure, so it's like I don't know.
I need something to pop off. Okay.
Yeah.
I need somebody head to be cracked. I need something to happen to someone else.
Oh yeah, well you'll get a lot of that in Jade City. You'll get a lot of that.
I cannot wait. I wasn't a fantasy reader. I was just reading anything, and then I found my favorite genre.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be only a nonfiction reader, and I would read 1 book a week. And this was me last year. Okay. Whole totally different person. I would read 1 book a week, and I only did self-help and nonfiction books. And I read a lot of books about the Black experience, Latinos, living in Mexico. I mean, like everything. I was just reading a lot of nonfictions, and I never stepped into fantasy, never stepped into fiction, other than work, reading at work. But I didn't care for it until book of the month. And I was like, someone told me you can get a book for $10. I said, $10. Don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah,
worry
now
about
I'm
it.
like, I'm always checking for when book of the month is gonna like, oh, here's new selections because sometimes they'll be. I have a feeling for these books, that one is gonna be out of stock.
Yep.
Like,
And I'm telling you right now, I already know. 2 days, the day before, like the 30th or the 31st, it's gonna post, and I'm gonna be right there on my app.
I'll be checking the app early in the morning just to make sure.
Yep, absolutely. Um, let's see. I'm in the middle of 7 books. What? Why?
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
how? Um, how and what's going on?
How do you compartmentalize
Blink,
7 books?
blink twice if you need help.
Ooh,
What's going on?
that's a
7 books.
skill. That is a skill. Do 7 at the same
How are you
time.
tracking it? Oof. I finished The Final Empire.
See, everybody good. You know what? Everybody's finishing it, and that's amazing. So I'm excited.
That's so exciting. I can't wait to talk about it on the 9th. I'm
Mhm.
not starting it probably at least maybe at the earliest this weekend.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna finish J City first. I'm reading 8 books right now, but reading 4 consistently. What? How?
Oh,
How?
man.
How?
I
I need
salute
you guys' level of skill.
y'all on that. I can't do it.
Exactly. I can't even do that with even with work. If we don't finish a book in the middle of my lesson and we have to push it to the next day, I'm like, I done forgot. Now we gotta redo it all over. There's no way. There's no You guys are amazing. I need your level of skill
Yeah.
sets. I cannot. Hi.
Hi.
Jennifer. No wonder we're friends. Look, you guys have some amazing, I don't know what,
Oh.
how, I am just extremely.
Yeah, Alicia, you need to go ahead and start your booktube channel, okay? You need to just go ahead
She
and do
has
that.
everything she needs.
Yep, go ahead and do it.
What are you waiting for? Just let me know. Just let
Yep.
me know what
Yes,
I
I'll
mean.
be watching. I will be watching. You just gotta let me know
Tell
so I
me
can
when to show up.
subscribe.
Tell me when to show up, and I'll be there. I've been reading so many dark romance. I feel like I need to leave so I can come back and appreciate it more. Look,
Mm.
I don't think I've read any dark romance at all.
I don't know if dark romance is for me. I don't know. Give me a recommendation to be, anything because I don't know if I'll like it or not. Like I like romance and contemporary romance, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll like dark romance.
How do we find? Yeah, I need some recommendations because I don't know what is considered dark romance. Other than I know that Kindle Unlimited has a lot. I just don't. Where do I start? Where do
Mhm.
I start?
Yeah. I'm a little bit out of my element when it comes to dark romances because I
Exactly.
honestly don't know.
Hey,
Yay.
hey, DM. This is the author that I just read her or listened to her audiobook
Oh
with the
yes.
vampires and the werewolves. And
Oh
then she
yeah.
had a live discussion tonight with someone and said that she was influenced by the originals. Have you watched the originals, the TV show?
No, I haven't watched the originals. Mm-mm.
What?
No.
Oh my gosh,
I watched like the Vampire Diaries and stuff. Like
Vampire Diaries.
I
So
watched that.
it's the same character. So Nick Klaus is in Vampire Diaries, I believe, and
Yeah.
then his siblings and stuff like that. But the originals, I haven't seen. I have only seen a couple of episodes of Vampire Diaries.
Hmm.
But the originals are the original vampires, and then they have witches and werewolves inside of them. And I was like, I knew it. I knew it was giving me those vibes.
Because I was a Damon fan in the
Yeah,
Vampire Diaries. Like,
I need
oh,
to watch it. I'm so.
oh, look at
But to
you.
me, I love the original so much that I think that's why I like the Discovery of Witches too, because it
Hmm.
has those witches, vampires, and all different types of other creatures, demons, and all. I just, yeah. that was a thing for me. So go follow her, guys, because she's an author. So go follow her. She's amazing.
Yeah,
Love
I'm
her.
actually trying to actually see if I can order it so I can yeah. It's the Blood. So this one right here.
Yep, that's it. Eoski. Um,
Right.
the first page was like a 5-year-old running, and I was like, "Wait, hold up!" It was like immediate crisis
Also,
in
so
the audio. I was like, "What? You didn't like say once upon a time? No, nothing. Did not. Us literally started off in a crisis, and I was like in panic mode. Like I'm listening to it. We heard the content warnings that it gave, and all of a sudden it just pops off. I'm like,
okay. Well, I just ordered it, so it should be arriving tomorrow. So
already?
yeah.
Jeez. Okay. I
So
mean,
I definitely am gonna read this. I like literally the cover is definitely
it's so
giving.
beautiful. It's so
And yeah, anything with vampires, werewolves, and stuff,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
werewolf witches, like,
I'm all for that.
and I love that she not only gives the content warnings of like everything in the book, which is actually accurate, not
Mhm.
just one little thing, but she also provides resources. So she'll be like, call this number, blah, 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 or visit this website. And I'm like,
Okay.
I've only heard that in like maybe 1 or 2 books, but yeah, she did an amazing job for her debut.
All right. Yep.
So
I'm
go follow
definitely
her, guys. This month I got away from me, and then last week was 3 live streams, and I had to read the book so far, kind of pushed everything back.
Oh yeah, I know you recently read Amari and the Night Brothers.
God, that
And
book
you
is
were on that on that live stream. So
that's a lot of reading, but it took me like 5 minutes to set up a YouTube. So just let us know, and we can create a stream, and then we'll all help you.
yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, I'm so excited for you. I'm a true mood reader. That's too many there's too many that I want to read. Look,
I'm the same way. I am the same way. There's nothing wrong with being a mood reader.
I think it's awesome because some books I cannot read because of my mood, and it's okay. I don't DNF the book. I just put it away, and then when I have when I'm able, then I'll pick it back up. But I love being a mood reader. I'm
Mhm.
also structured, so I have to have like an idea, but I'm such a mood reader that I get to it. But I do it completely. I do it by completely different genres. Like it can't be too many fantasy books that I'm reading or this at the same time. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
7 is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
When I'm reading too many books at once, I feel like I'm reading too much and not finishing anything. Exactly. I
Yeah.
feel the same way. That's why most of the time I can read maybe 2, 3, kind of pushing it if it's like a nonfiction. Like my 1619, I have yet to finish that.
I,
But,
but that's
I
understandable. That's not a book you can just like.
consume in a matter of a week.
Yeah.
You just really have to sit down with it because there's so many stories from different authors and poems. There's so much to it. There's so much to it. I'm working on it, just trying to find editing software. Do you have a MacBook or you don't have a MacBook? So, me too. I got 3 physical all over the house, one traveling, one and an audible and a manga. Ignore all the rest. Look, that's how
Yeah.
when I finish a book, mark it read on Goodreads immediately.
Me
Same.
too. Yeah.
I immediately go to Goodreads and just mark it as read. Same.
I'd be like, I read it, and then I'd be like, I'm just gonna put my link on my YouTube link so y'all could watch my wrap up. I'm not writing the review. That's just a lot of reviews to try to write.
I don't know how to recommend first dark romance. Which one did you like? Just tell me.
Yeah.
Give us a list. DM us. I read one page of dark romance and I was like, IDK fits for me. The author was putting all the triggers and content warnings. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Is Neo Gods considered dark romance?
Yeah, or like the Desperate Measures by Katie Robert,
Hmm.
or is that just smutty? I don't know.
If that's the case.
Because I know all like the Desperate Measures and all that is on Scribd. Like all the books are on there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I have not touched my script in months.
Yeah.
Because the first dark romance I read was straight up constant
No,
Oh,
non-consent.
gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Got to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
No.
I
The
can't do that.
is my favorite. I love the originals.
Okay.
Love the originals. There's something about just all of those different types of communities, I guess, like werewolves over here, demons over, or not demons, werewolves, witches, and vampires, and they all have their little community, and then all working together and or attacking each other. That I just like absolutely love that.
Yeah. See, y'all give me more stuff to watch, and you know I gotta read. Like already.
ADOW. Not sure what that means, but I'm here for it. That Discovery of Witches newest season was the best. Look, I'm
Everybody's talking
trying to
about
still figure out how the kids happen.
y'all can't be giving me these recommendations, okay?
I have all of the books. I heard the books are not as good. I told you I would give you my login for AMC, but like the
Yeah.
seasons, a witch falling in love with a vampire, like
Y'all just don't want me to read. Just say y'all don't want me to read no more, because that's what y'all telling me. Like
the best.
Like I'm already trying to watch the second season of Upload because that's really good.
I haven't seen that. I need to write that down.
Upload is really good.
Oh my gosh, I am behind on so much. Upload is it where is that at? On Netflix?
I think it's on. I think it's Peacock. I gotta look it up. I don't. I'm about to look it up now because I think there's so many streaming things. I don't know.
You're welcome. I'm not gonna recommend a favorite because they're insane and scary. Notice. So Notice by K. Webster. Notice.
Okay, Upload's on Prime.
On Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
K. Webster.
Okay. Oh.
All right, I'll check it out.
Notice by K. Okay.
Right. Send you a screenshot. Yes, of EOS Key. Absolutely. I'm here for a sexy vampire look. This passionate one, okay? One that's romantic. Oh man, that's very considerate because I read some books with warnings and they needed to tell us more because it was worse than the warning signs, and I don't get triggered that much. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're like Brandy, you were just talking about this with Don't Cry for Me.
Yeah, because it didn't have any content warnings.
No warnings.
And then I started reading it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay.
Didn't prepare me for nothing.
Like the only content warning they gave was just sexual assault, but there was a lot more than that. I mean, it was a good book, but yeah, it was a lot.
My favorite series is Twist Me by Anne Zaris. It's kidnapping. Yes, Katie called herself Dark Light, which is what I enjoy.
Okay.
So she's like a lighter version of dark.
Maybe I should do that first, then do
Is it dark because there's non-consent or something drastic? Is that why it's dark? Like kidnapping or something? What makes it dark?
Yeah, that might be good if you start with
dark romance because it's less smutty. Okay. All right. Okay. Wicked Villains series is dark romance, but not dark for me personally.
Oh, maybe for me, since I'm a newbie with dark romance, I'll read Desperate Measures. The Wicked Villains series.
Oh my gosh! What about The Touch of Romance? Or A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. Is that her name? Scarlett?
Yeah, I think she also has a book called King Blood and
King of Blood. Yeah, but the Touch of Darkness.
Yeah, I see the cover in my mind.
Something like that. She that's with Hades and Persephone, and there's 3 books to it, and I loved it.
Okay. Maybe I should. I saw that book in Barnes and Noble today too. I might just get it.
The world is amazing. Okay, 8th season. Okay, I'm going to watch it. I promise. I promise. Most dark romance I read has non-consent. Okay, so maybe that's the best person to recommend to you. Gotcha. A Discovery Wishes. Gotcha. Okay. My favorite TV show. Ooh, Upload.
Yes,
I'm gonna watch
Upload
it.
is so good.
Okay, we need to get into another sprint. Witcher is good. We loved Witcher.
Oh my god, he is so fine. Oh, okay. I only watch it because he's fine. Girl, oh my god.
Oh, the way he swings that sword. Moving on.
Now it's
45
like,
minutes.
I need the third season now. I need it now.
Oh God. Look. I just want I don't like it when they give any contact warning and then you're in the book and you're like, woof.
Yeah.
Look. You need to warn me, okay? Because I don't need any heads up. I don't need any I don't like that. I think I wouldn't DNF a book if it gave out content warnings the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I think a lot of books should have that at the beginning of their book saying, "Hey, this is the content warnings." I know a lot of like some books I read this year and some last year had it, but others didn't. You like had to find out for yourself.
I don't like that at all. I do not like that at all. Lock petition. I'm gonna use her timer if I can find it. All right. I'm so glad you're almost done with that book. I'm so jealous.
Why are you jealous? I still got to read a huge book still, and then finish Brandon Sanderson. On top of that, well, it shouldn't take me that long, Brandon Sanderson, because I'm pretty much done with it. I just got like maybe like 200 pages left.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but still, I'm like,
That's not bad at all.
I need to like not read so many big books. But next month, I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing. Like the Love Songs, W.B. Du Bois. I need to read Blood Like Magic. There's something else I need to read. Oh, and probably gonna read the second book of the Greenbone Saga.
Yeah, that's on my TBR for next month.
Yeah.
What is it? Jade.
Is it Jade War?
Jade War. All right. So look, Matthew is look. Oof. Okay. Look, we could be at this forever. He is. Those movies, those TV shows are just amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do 45 minutes and see how much we can get through. And then we'll wrap it up with a 30. And yeah.
Alrighty.
I found a little cute one. Little spring Easter. All right. Happy reading, guys.
All right.
It is starting to pop off in this book, and I am loving it.
I told you.
Hilo is like, I'm taking your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give it up. So now that it's just like, now it's affecting businesses, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what's about to happen next?
Yep. It goes down.
How far did you get? I think
I'm on chapter 47 now. Yeah, so like page 403.
I read 28 pages.
That's good.
That's awesome. That part irritates me when people say that the content warnings is a spoiler if it affects someone that they deserve the right to know that's in the book.
It's not a spoiler to me at all.
I don't think it's a spoiler. I think it's like a heads up, like, you know, before you buy this book, just know. Type of, but
yeah.
I haven't read Desperate Measure, but I read 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I want to read it.
Yeah, I mean it's only like 3 hours for on audiobooks. I mean,
For Desperate Measures?
Yeah.
Look, I need those type of short books. As I'm reading some really chunky book. How many pages is Juggy Legacy? Only less than 500? That's not bad.
Yeah. They're still big though.
I read some 800-page books, and I'm like, God,
yeah.
These books are chunky. What else did I read this month? I don't even know. Go to page 60 of Final Empire.
That's page. Okay, that's good. You're pretty much getting the introduction of everybody, like the ska and.
You guys, well, page 60. Yeah, that's when you're meeting all the main characters, the main POVs and stuff like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, which there's a lot of them. There's so many.
So many. Read 5 chapters of Like a Sister and took a shower, signed up for Book of the Month.
Yes, Book of the Month is amazing. And like this book, I'm not going to say, but it definitely, they'll have it. Book of the Month will have it before it's released anywhere else.
And I'm so glad we saw the spoiler for it and that they put that spoiler for it. Because usually they end up mixing for their little hints. They end up mixing 2 books in one, except for last month and this month. So we end up knowing at least 2 books, but this time we only know 1 so far. But
it's crazy that I get it, we get 7 picks, but it's like, all right, you guys know that we technically can only get 3 books.
That's true. How much are the additional add-ons? I don't even know.
They're like $10? I don't remember.
Now I gotta look it up because I have no idea. I just be adding stuff and I'm like, okay, whatever. Order history. Read 35 pages. Whoop whoop. I had to read $10.99. You're right. I had to read to my kid. So we read I Am Jazz the first 10 minutes. She is obsessed with that book, and I love that book.
Yeah.
I can recommend dark romance, but I need to know your limits.
Actually, I honestly don't know my limits.
I don't know
necessarily.
Recommend a beginner, intermediate, and like not your type of dark romance. Like we gotta work our way up. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about non-consent. Like I
don't know. I don't think I'll like it. Just as how I am, like
don't even touch my hair with consent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put it on something else. I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
I like fantasy out, but recommend like beginner, intermediate. Like, let's stay there because
Yeah.
your seem extreme. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you up here, we trying to be just
Like I'll be on tier 1, and you're like 7, 8.
-1,
Tier 1.
0, 1 sort of thing. We need the beginners. I made dinner. Woof. What did you
Yay.
make? What did you make? I bet it was something good too. I saw her post food once. I was like,
Looks
"Cherries."
good.
I read 9 books so far this month, and I'm trying to finish 2 more by the end. Woo!
Okay, look at you, Paco.
You got this, Paco.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you made 100. I was sitting there watching it, and then I decided to. I logged out and I made sure I subscribed to all my emails that I have, my Gmail account. So I went to make sure I subscribed to all through all of Paco.
Yeah.
All of my accounts is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be in the shade, not the dark. Facts. Facts. Just like over here, not like deep with the whole thing. Consent has to be done correctly where it's talked about before with the safe word. I also have to have in it the person's perspective so I know the extra perspective.
Okay.
Just send us some recs.
Yeah.
Hit me up
new to dark romance.
Yeah. Because Neon Gods was good, but to me it was just because I read a touch of darkness. I like the Hades Persephone more with the touch of darkness.
Okay.
There was more plot to it, more so than the Neon Gods. But at the same time, Touch of Darkness has more books, so I know the whole story. Versus Neon Gods is just one book. There's more to the Touch of Darkness series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely stick into the beginners. So.
Yeah, I think my first book by her is going to be the vampire one, The King of Battle and Blood.
Yeah. The book I'm reading right now is very beginner dark romance to me. Awesome. Okay. Owned by Nicole Fox. Got it. Got it. After I read Jade City, I am reading I have so on my the rest of my TBR for this month I have what is it? Oh, I'm reading Savage City. So I'm reading Sanderson, gotta finish Sanderson, and then I am gonna read Savage City.
Okay.
I have the audio for this.
Oh, you do? How'd you get that?
NetGalley.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
NetGalley. And this comes out on the 31st. This is a by L. Penelope. It is a indie author. Well, is it not indie author? Self-published book.
Okay.
I am going to read this because I have the audio.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that next month. I know, like, probably this weekend, I'm probably gonna read 2 novellas. Like, I'm gonna read How It Ends by Rachel Hazel Hall. So it's only like 2 hours.
I need to read some novellas.
So I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and read this novella. And then I was going to read A Walk in the Park by Rebecca Weatherspoon. So it's like this.
I heard about it.
So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll probably read that or listen to it.
Right. I think the only other thing besides Mistborn is My Soul to Keep by Tana Vive. The whole book.
Oh.
So,
well, you know, I'm trying to read a big book, so I ain't judging nobody. I ain't judging.
Left, right? Like a complete horror book. Let me see if I can find it. Tana Vive. I don't even know where it's at. I don't know.
Because I'm like, I need to get a thriller in somehow, and then also a little romance. So
I love a good romance book if it's done properly.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to slap some folks. That's when I jump back to fantasy. I'm like, come on, make something happen. Come on. Let's see. I'm excited for April's reads. Look, Paco, are you putting that TBR? Because
And there's a lot of April releases too. Like, doesn't the second book of the Black Sun come out?
Yep.
So we got Fevered Star.
Yep. Yeah, Fevered Star. And then what's that blood? No. What's that book with the moon on it and the girl? Jeez.
I don't know. I'm like, I'm thinking about it, but I don't know.
With the black girl with the holding the sword. You know what I'm talking about, though.
I'm sure I do, and I just can't think of it.
I'm sure I'm gonna remember by end of today because that comes out. Remember, Princess had the arc of it and showed us, and it comes out on the 5th.
Oh God,
I don't
remember. So many books be going in my head, and I try to write everything down.
Find it on Instagram because that book looked amazing.
Girl with the sword. Girl with the sword. I'm trying to remember, and I can't.
Me either.
I'm really trying to.
Blood Trials.
Oh yes. Okay, yes.
I'm like the girl with the soap. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. It took me a minute. I'm like, what?
That book comes out on the 5th. Jason A. Reynolds has his middle grade come out on the 5th. I might buy a finished copy because ours is unedited, not finished. I'm not sure. But that's middle grade that comes out. There's a bunch of books that come out next month.
I'm trying to remember what I pre-ordered because I'm like, what did I pre-order for April? Because Survive the Dome by Kasoka Jackson. Yeah, I pre-ordered that. It's the only thing I can think of.
My TBR video will be up on Friday.
Oh, I'll be watching it.
Facts. Like, I need some inspiration. I have a good idea of what my TBR is for April, but not enough. I think I'm up to 7 books. I need at least 10 to 12 books because I do read a lot. This month has been kind of tricky, but
I think this month's just been weird because I feel like I haven't read much. But then again, I have. It's just the books are a lot longer.
That's 1000% true. I'm reading some like 600-page books, 500 to 800 page books.
Yeah.
Mistborn alone, or The Final Empire is like what, 6 something?
6 something. Oh, yeah.
Like these books. And they need to be 600 pages.
It gets bigger from there.
Man. But I'm excited for it because adult fantasy.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Like I'm definitely, I don't know, I'm stepping into more adult fantasies and I'm loving it. Especially like Jade City. This is considered adult. And I like it.
Man. I love it. It's good. It's a good balance. And I think one thing that I like is the fact that we're so diverse. We're so diverse that we could easily go from adult fantasy to like a middle grader YA. And like, use that as a palate cleanser to jump into something else. And but we don't, you're not staying in one genre and that's your niche and then that's it. Like you read multiple things. So I think that's dope. My limits are family, romance, and main character 14 and younger.
Okay.
All right. My friend's book comes out in April. What friend?
What book? I think you told us, and I just don't remember, Alicia. I'm sorry.
Give us grace, because the way my brain works.
Keep a tally of all my books. and everybody's recommendations and stuff like that on what's coming out and stuff. And I'm like, okay, let me make sure my wallet ready for this because I already got pre-orders already stacked up.
Man, I need to get better at pre-orders because I'm just not.
I just do it because it helps. Like the authors say, it helps them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll pre-order them. But
Yeah,
if I'm on I'm not really sure, then I'll just wait till it releases.
gotcha. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you already know what you anticipate for the following year, like when you made that video.
Oh yeah, because
An
I'm like,
idea.
I'm ready.
Did you see that book, Witches Steeped in Gold?
Yeah, I know Fairy Loot had the exclusive. I didn't order it because what the first book wasn't for me. I didn't like it.
There was an email that I was sent. I'm sure you got it too. Was it this morning? Yeah, like 2 something in the morning.
Yeah, they have the second book for the exclusive one. It was like red and gold or something.
Poison. Yeah, Magic Steeped in Poison.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just gonna let somebody else take my spot and order it.
It wasn't that like
It just didn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can comprehend, well. That book, it was a lot going on, and it was just not written well, in my opinion. But I mean, I know a lot of people, a lot of other people like the book. I just didn't like it.
Gotcha. I have the audio. I just haven't taken the time to read it because it's like 13 hours long or 15 hours long.
I mean, it's a chunky book.
Man. Oof, that's a lot of time. Not saying like, I mean, Sergey Master's books are like 24 hours, but
yeah,
I don't know if I want to invest it if it's not that good.
Yeah.
So, no worries. I probably didn't tell you it's okay. Jack Little Pill. He was chosen by to write a book, and it's called
Jagged Little Pill.
Jagged. Let me write it down this time because the way my brain works, like I said.
I'm about to put it on Amazon. That way I can just put it in my cart. Jagged Little Pill. Is it? Hold on. Wait, crap. Let me see.
The name is interesting.
I'm trying to look for. It says it only comes either in audio, vinyl, or MP3.
So it's only a audio type of format.
I think so.
Not an ebook or.
Not from what I'm seeing. Is this it, Alicia? Is this it? Is this it?
Eric Smith is the author. That looks like it.
It says Alanis Morissette.
I pre-ordered my first book this year, being Sun Bear Trials.
Okay.
That's awesome. Have you heard about the Nightingale Romance Anthology? All of the Prophets to Support Ukraine. I know the Nightingale, but I have not heard about the Prophets being.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
To support Ukraine. No idea.
I did not know.
I wish I loved Witches Steeped in Gold, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Witches Steeped in Gold is too complex to try to read.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
This book is The Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy I. Len.
Oh, is that the one where it looks all like colorful?
Mm-hmm. This is the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Witches Steeped in Gold. There's so many. I'm thinking you're talking about Witches Steeped in Gold.
No, they have a different book that's similar to that title.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of titles, and I'm like, what?
Oh, Alicia just sent it.
Oh, I think I found it now. I think this is the book. I think it says based on is it this right here? This one, Jagged Little Pill?
Yep, that's what she just sent me.
Oh, Oh, it's already, it says #1 new release on here too. It's got an orange flag on here.
Yep, for young adult theater fiction.
Okay.
I like the cover. It's upside down.
I know. I like it with the house.
That's pretty cool. And it comes in hardcover.
Yeah.
Fancy. April 26th. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for sending that.
Appreciate it.
Which is Steeped in Gold was just too complex to try to understand.
It wasn't for me.
Like, what are
And
you?
I loved it. Like, I was all for when I saw that cover. I'm like, yes.
The beautiful
Yes.
cover.
And then I'm like, no.
Oh, God. I really questioned my level of understanding English with that book.
I feel like, I don't know. At first I'm thinking it was me, and I'm like, why am I not like catching on? Like, I'm like, am I on something right now? Like, but it wasn't for me. But I know a lot of people that loved it. So I'm like, you know what?
How? Thank you. Tell me about it. Because I didn't comprehend anything.
I'm like, who? Okay, this character is this, right? Then there was just a lot.
Yeah. Too much.
I'm like, what?
Bye, Tina.
Bye.
That's how I felt about the Unbroken. I have that book too, and someone got mad at me because I DNF'd it.
Oh.
What does that have to do with them?
I mean, if it was
At all,
like it and stuff, then you had to DNF it. If you
DNF a book, look.
You have to DNF it, you got to DNF it, because I mean, it's your precious time that you're going to be using while reading somebody's book, and if you're not enjoying it, then just not.
Right. What you read does not affect them, so
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Like Rival Witches, it sounds perfect to me, but I wasn't feeling it. Same. 1000%.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more. It's 10:30 my time. Do a 30-minute sprint, and then we're out of here because I have to go to work tomorrow.
Yep. I got work to do, and I also got to get myself up in order to get my daughter up.
Man. I just want to read a little bit more because I know I'm going to, no matter what. Waking up at 5 a.m. is a struggle sometimes. So, are you ready for spring break? Did you ever finalize like if you're going to
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that this summer instead, because my sister and her husband and my nieces, everybody wants to go, including my parents, so we can go to the African American Museum. So we're gonna make it a little trip and like stay there for like a few days. So
it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, like I haven't been Washington D.C. in forever, and I need to go. I like history and stuff like that.
That's gonna be so much fun. I've never been to. I don't think I've only been to the East Coast like once, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't really.
I mean, I really like the history and everything, and like the Holocaust Museum and all that. Like I've been all the museums except the African American Museum, and I'm a donor, and I'm like I donate, and I haven't been. They have I have a member thing where I donate a certain amount each month, and I still have to.
We have one in Dallas, but I go to it all the time. So it's not it's great every time I go. But we go so often that it's just like a hangout spot at this point.
Our museum, it's terrible here. It's not really, I wouldn't even consider it a museum. It's just terrible. It's just not real.
Even in a big city, even in Columbus,
it's terrible. Terrible. Now, if I went to like Cincinnati or Cleveland, oh yeah, their museums are a lot better.
That's good.
But I don't feel like driving all the way
there. Exactly.
Especially not with today's gas prices.
Hello. It cost me $65 to fill up my car, and I'm like, this little tiny
Yeah,
thing.
it took me 60, but I have a big SUV, but still, I usually for my car because I have a V6, and I only like before the gas price went up, I only had to pay $30, and it was filled up.
Yeah, I have to use premium. So if I use unleaded, it's 65. If I use premium, it's more of like 72, 73.
I just feel like, can we all like get some discounts or something? Like I have my little rewards card, but only take like 5 cents off.
Gases are down to like 370. So I'm like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, mine up here it's $3.99 still.
Oh, that was us last week.
But I'm glad I don't live in Cali though, because I know theirs is definitely up there.
$7. I'm like,
Yeah,
$7
I'm
per light.
I'm about to y'all just breaking the bank.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. The last 30 minutes, I just chose some rain. Wind down. Something soothing. All right, this will be our last sprint. And then after that, we are going to go tomorrow. Brandy is having her sprints.
Oh yeah.
Figure out what time your sprints are going to be?
Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'd be 8 for you.
8 Central Standard Time. And you said 9, right?
Yeah,
So
6 for Princess.
Yeah, for California.
Pacific time.
Pacific Standard Time. Oof, Lord. Look, one of those. Okay, West Coast. All right, let's go ahead and start the timer. Happy reading, guys. When I tell you, I was not paying attention because I was so into this book. Like,
So what part are you on?
God, chapter 20.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm like, I don't want it to stop, but I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
It is popping, okay? People are popping. People are like,
Mhm. It's so good.
oh,
I'm mad that I waited so long to read this.
I've been having. Well, I just bought this year, and I knew I wanted to get to it. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't have done that if you didn't start reading it.
Oh.
You look. It's books like this that make me just like, this is why I love reading.
Yeah.
Why I love reading because it's
It's better than some of these movies that they be putting out nowadays.
it's way better and way more therapeutic.
Mhm.
Lasts longer, right?
Yeah.
Takes some time. So you're engulfed in the story.
Mhm.
But yeah, so far during the sprint, I read a total of 72 pages.
Oh, that's a lot.
So
Only read 30 pages. I got like probably like not even maybe like 10 chapters left. Some of these chapters are long.
yeah, and then some of them are like a page and a half, and there was it wasn't even an interlude.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a lot of interludes in this, like talking about the deities and stuff or the gods.
Mhm. Yep, and I mean, like it's great because some of it doesn't make sense because you don't get the backstory.
Hmm.
It just jumps right in.
Yeah.
Jumps right in.
So much information at the very beginning of the book.
I'm liking Mistborn. I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yes,
I like the
I'm
time.
loving it. And I was debating if I liked Brandon Sanderson or not, but I like the first book.
I hope. I heard that Mistborn Air 2 isn't as good.
Oh,
It's
well,
not as good.
well,
But it's
we're gonna
subjective.
be we're gonna be reading it. So
I don't hear any bad things. It's just not as good, is what I hear. So when I watch the Brandon Sanderson ranking, and they start ranking the books in order, uh,
mhm.
the Final Empire is always like top tier, and then everything else is like, below,
Oh,
and then Way of Kings up here, and then everything else is like, okay, it's okay, but it's not, fire.
guess we'll find out.
I know. All right, well, we are done, guys. I am tapped out. I have to go to work in the morning, wake up at 5 a.m., and my
Yep.
kiddo is already passed out in my bed. So I am going to go. Looking forward to your sprint tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Probably gonna end it literally at midnight. It's because I need to go to bed. That's
Right.
my
Well,
cutoff.
it's past midnight for you right now, so
It's 12:14. It's
yeah,
14 minutes. But
that's okay.
yeah, it's
So
fine.
glad you came.
No, this is fun.
I
For
wasn't
someone to come.
always supporting me. Always got my back. I love it. I wasn't planning to read it and tell you guys. See,
Well, thank you for reading it.
thank you for joining us with the read along because you didn't have to. It's
Yeah.
a big commitment to read
Yeah.
all of these books.
And then he comes out with that announcement.
God, wasn't it like perfect timing of like us just let's do this and
Yeah.
then
Then that
yeah,
happened.
shebang. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully, I'll do this next week, and then I'll let you guys know for sure. I may, I want to test this out, see how it goes.
She'll be
Um,
back. She'll be back next week. She'll be back.
I'll be back tomorrow on
But on her channel, she'll be back next week.
the pressure. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.